Imagine, if you dare, a world in which 27 inches is larger than 27.5 inches and even 29 inches. 27 is also larger than 28 inches because 28 inches is actually the same size as 29 inches and another size called 700C. Also in this depraved world, there are at least 5 different 26-inch sizes, none of which are compatible with each other. I wish I could tell you that this world was inside the mind of somebody who lives in a mental institution, but no, it's our current world of bike rim and tire sizing to this very day. There is hope though, and in this video I'll explain how you can determine the correct rim and tire size without losing your mind. Believe it or not, there actually was some logic as to why the sizes were what they were. A quick example is the French system, where 650 and 700 were supposed to be the diameter of the wheel with the tire on. A, B, C, and D refer to the width of the tire. That might sound nice, but now you have 4 different size 700C rims with 4 different 700C tires that are in no way compatible. Furthermore, there are many widths of 700C tires today from 18mm wide to over 60, so that 700mm diameter is hardly ever accurate. Ditto for 650s. What we are left with today is the product of several colliding standards with similar numbers that have made the nomenclature a total mess. Now I don't intend this video to be a history lesson, but we'll leave some useful links to articles down below. What I will do instead is offer a practical way to determine which wheel size is which. There actually is an international standard way to measure bike rims and tires which actually corresponds to their size, imagine that. This standard is overseen by the International Organization for Standardization, or ISO. The exact standard is ISO 5775 if you need to read up on it. Luckily for us, tires made in the last few decades will always have an ISO number printed next to whatever made-up nominal size. The first number on the tire is the width, and the second number is the diameter of the bead. For 700C tires, that bead number will be 622. Same for 29-inch tires and 28-inch tires as well. All 622 tires will fit all 622 rims, though you may need to consider tire width, especially if you have a very wide rim. The rim will usually have the ISO number printed on it as well, or could be looked up with the manufacturer. Another example is older mountain bikes. They typically use the 559 ISO rim and tire size, which was usually referred to as 26 by some decimal number like 1.75. A 26-inch wheel by a fraction, like 26 by 1 3/8, was another common size a while ago on many English 3-speeds and some other bikes. This one has an ISO of 590, which is not compatible with 559. This 590 26-inch wheel size was also sometimes referred to as 650A, which of course is not compatible with 650B or 650C, nor another identical named 26 by 1 3/8 size Schwinn once used with an ISO of 597. The list of wackiness goes on. It's insane to try to memorize all these nominal sizes, but referring to the ISO size is a whole lot easier and prevents expensive mistakes. Here's a quick chart on what I consider to be the most common sizes, but there are many more out there, and some of the links in the description will go into detail on the more exotic sizes. My hope for the future is that people designing systems will think twice before deciding to use numbers nominally, because it kind of defeats the purpose of numbers. Let me know your experiences with strange quote-unquote standards, and thanks for watching.